Hey everyone, welcome back to Laser Podcasting. I'm Stuart.
I'm Ross.
I'm Rob.
And we're here for episode 17, season 8 of The Flash. As we said before, we are catching up on this a bit slightly behind. Season 9 is coming out very soon, so we're trying to catch up as quickly as possible, as fast as The Flash. We're a bit slow. But yeah, in the last episode of The Flash, we had Old Man Barry.
Yeah, made an old gun.
Made an old bomb. That made him real
Jay
old.
Garrett.
This is what Jay feels like all the time,
Yeah.
goddammit. But yeah, so we had, I can't remember what his name was now. Olaf. Professor Olaf. Close enough. Wanted to be young, so he's going to just make everyone die so he could be young. Proper villainy, that is. That's what we're doing, a proper villain. And yeah, made Barry old, but they managed to fix it in the end. Which is a pretty cool episode, I have to say. Directed by Katie Lotz, which was awesome.
And he seems to have got a little bit faster.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a bit younger, a bit faster.
I wonder if that's leading to anything.
Iris is now a cougar.
Well, if they can figure out where she's gone.
Yeah, if they can find her. Exactly. So yeah, that's what we're going. And then right at the end, Barry went to try and find Caitlin and found her lab trying to recreate Frost, and he blew it up with his lightning.
Created a new villain.
Yeah. Caitlin is now going to be the villain for the rest of the season.
Louis the villain.
Louis? Caitlin. Sorry, Caitlin.
You said Caitlin become Louis the villain. That's what I thought you said. I was like, just go on this
Louis!
random name.
The workshop's a new DC supervillain name. Yeah.
Cisco's not around anymore. I got to think of that.
Call her Louis.
It's like Louis just to change that.
That's not a name backwards, is it? Yeah. Get Lana in from Bizarro World. It'd be great. Anyway, so we're going to watch this episode, right? So yeah, but so let's watch this episode of The Flash.
Professional.
Always.
Captain Pause.
Can you edit that pause out?
I've got to make it longer.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
20 minutes later. You put the thing in 84 years later. That's my trash.
You know, Stu says whatever's on the teleprompter.
Yeah. I'm from Burgundy. Just before we jump into this episode of The Flash, I think everyone's been subscribing the past week. Really appreciate it. As I say, we are playing catch up in this, so really appreciate that you're watching this. Maybe 3-4 weeks late, but please continue watching it. Comment below. Don't try and spoil it for us because I'm trying to watch the last 4 episodes of this one. 3 episodes, 4 episodes. Very, very quickly. So we're trying to catch up. If you want to see this full reaction of this, head over to our Patreon where we have the full reaction of this episode, the rest of this season, all the other shows to react to. And also, if you're watching this right now, you're not a subscriber, click the subscribe button.
Finger shoot.
Click the old subscribe button. That'd be fantastic. The only way to make this channel grows with your help. So please click that subscribe button. And let's jump into this episode of The Flash. Let's run it again.
Multiple fire alarms at Ivor Labs.
It's not the worst security in the world.
Get out of the lounge. Hold on.
What the?
Fire's already been put out. You're back. I just got here. No, you sped us out of the way and then put out the fire with a wind funnel. If it wasn't for your super speed, 7 years of research would have gone up in smoke. You're welcome.
Doppelganger.
I don't know.
Another Flash?
Flash clone?
Here, Bond!
Another Flash.
What are those Flash clones that Zoom did?
Time Remnants.
Time Remnants, that's the one. We should just talking about that. I've got Barry's dementia.
Yeah.
Going.
Short-term memory loss. I've got short-term memory loss.
Those Ivor employees said someone ran them to safety and then used
Wally.
a wind funnel to put the fire out, just like I would.
Do you have any leads onto who it might be?
August Hart's still locked up at Iron Heights. Dawn doesn't have a speed, he's under heavy guard of Argus. And I still can't reach Speed Force Nora, or any of the other forces.
Is there more?
Can't find Iris.
And Caitlin still hasn't returned my calls.
Blew her house up.
You did more than stop it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying it's wrong, but Caitlin lost the most important person in the world to her, and she could lose something just as important. Cool.
We are gonna be late. Hey.
Hey.
Batman backpack.
It is. Did you see that name?
Oh, great.
No, I missed that.
Yeah, I did.
What am I missing?
You left your car.
Jenna.
Oh shit, the kids.
She's got Lana syndrome.
You're closing Fort Delaney. Oh, that's right up my alley.
Did you sign off on my expense reports? Yep. I went counting. I'm gonna run an expose on the light matter who works with the Flash.
Oh,
That's me.
this was that thing you saw in the Still Force, wasn't it? Her arguing with her.
Yeah, maybe.
Whoever this is, her face is always hidden by light, but I think I could ID her. Maybe she doesn't want to be ID'd.
So I'm just gonna do it anyway.
Is big news. That's why we should run this.
Why did you try and come up with
It's
who the
not
Flash
right
is?
for CCC Media. I already ran this story by Iris before she left.
What did she say?
That it was an interesting angle. Oh, Maybe we hold off on moving forward with it until she's back.
He's annoying. Just fire her.
Yeah.
Just fire her. Who's Linda Sanchez?
Our old gangs trying to pull me back in. The Arañas are expanding. The gang's been dropping bodies. The Arañas aren't killers. We used to just steal cars. Not anymore. Thanks to new leadership, there's no line they won't cross. You did me a huge favor when you wrote that article about me. But I have to leave.
That's Irish, isn't it?
Because it's amazing.
Daniel, wasn't that?
They want me to work
Killer
it.
Frost. Wasn't it?
Oh, it could be.
We have to stop them before anyone else gets killed. What if you help CCC Media break this story? Lydia, you're the only one that can help me take them down. You know what they do to me for snitching? We'll protect you.
She's dead.
I know someone who can run you out of town quick if
Yep.
something goes south.
Put him.
Look, the Arañas, they operate in the shadows. The only way to take away their power is bring them into the light.
Oh, that's my special power.
Yeah.
Funny
you should say that.
I'll keep you safe.
Oh shit.
Yeah, fuck you know.
Oh, yep, she's definitely.
I found
Yep.
Lydia. Rollins. Lydia's talking to Esperanza's cousin. We can't let them expose us.
3 ones
No
from the
one
mirror
defies the
story, aren't
Arañas
they?
and survives.
She's got light base powers as well. Evil hand drop.
So I've been checking Starlash satellite readings all day. Not a stray tech camp to be found. But the fire's origin is here, but the only thing that could have started it is this acetone, but it would still need an ignition source. Chester, what if this speedster was the combustion point? Friction from their super speed would totally be enough to kickstart a reaction, and it would explain how they arrived on scene before you.
Stealing some 7-year-old tech.
Or they were trying to steal it and
Look at
then.
this
Cover
biometric
it
lock.
up.
It's broken. And whatever was inside is on my age. The Kaiba Labs Newton battery. It's experimental, but it's incredibly powerful. What if the fire was a distraction?
Why would it be hiding in a
Yeah, okay, I guess we
box
can
from the lab?
It's pretty important.
Not in a
to put it
safe.
We get answers from the one person who knows villainous speedsters better than I do.
there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're off to go and see
Which
Thor.
means Hunter Team Flash is on its own for a while. You can go see him. I have to know if it's him.
Name you saw.
Yeah. He's got to have him back every so often. Just
Even without speed, though, he's a great actor.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, do you reckon it could be Godspeed? Because they hinted him at that newspaper, didn't they?
Hmm.
Yeah.
With Zoom.
This is the Arañas kit. It was founded by a teenager in Keystone, the metahuman Ultraviolet. UV has worked alongside Millie Rollins and Dr. Camille Sunshine and Dr. Light. They've worked for Black Hole and Eva McCulloch. Ultraviolet died last year. And why should we care? Sunshine and Dr. Light are now running the Arañas. And you got all this from one source. Which is why we're doing a live interview with her.
Live?
Best way to expose her, yeah.
can't be serious. We don't have no time to fact check her story. Why are you so passionate about this story? I know this sounds crazy, but I am telling you it's the right move.
I thought they said that, don't worry, we'll keep you as an anonymous source.
I think that's why they want Chester so he can blank her face out. He's so nosy.
Let's do this.
We've got a skeletal staff tonight to protect her identity, and Lydia got my trust. What do you do around here?
We're running an AI-generated filter to conceal your voice and face. Not even your mom will recognize you.
My mum's dead.
Is she gonna be okay?
Do you reckon this tech that this speedster stolen is going to make it fail and then they'll just see her?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think this is the worst idea you can do in this confidential form.
How'd your staff react when you told them about your connection?
I didn't tell them.
Sure that's the right move?
No, I can't risk them losing faith in me. This story is too important.
If they have any at the moment.
I'm gonna go check on Lydia.
Shot herself in the bathroom.
Wow.
In the back of the head.
That's where I want to go.
So I shoot myself in the bathroom.
See that? Jump out of a plane with that parachute, land on the bicycle. Outside of it.
Oh.
You have to cross your ankles on the way
It's
down.
a naked gun.
I know, but you don't want to get suffocated by a big pair of tits. So you want to go.
Same as Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Does it matter if they belong to a man or a woman?
Always wishing to be a part of something. A family. Pensé que las arañas era justo lo que yo
So you're saying that only the two,
me equivoqué.
only the other two got powers, the rest of them haven't got any powers.
What's happening? Get down.
Found you!
¿Qué clase de arma hace eso?
Well, she should know, she's part of the gang.
Oh,
De arañas.
Why would it fail? It's
It's
like a Team Flash fucking.
Yeah, but their light thing might be blocking signal.
Hello, Lydia.
Use your powers.
yeah. Especially given she leveled up last season. It's teleports. Yeah, good button.
Sorry, ladies.
It's the end of the road.
Use your.
Yeah.
But you could have just walked to that. just teleport through it. What do you think? She just teleport through it.
That's a secret door.
How the fuck did he do that?
Because it's Iris's room, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can't keep me out forever.
The Abbeys are here. We're under attack. She's hurt.
I'm on it.
I'll finish her.
How'd you know to do that? You're just an IT guy. Well,
I'm a very good idea.
Yeah.
Why isn't my phone working?
they must be using a signal jammer to block communication. My force field was only meant to be a temporary shield until we could call for help.
She's just waving.
Combat. Knowing where your enemy is a good thing.
Chuck, can you MacGyver something together?
This isn't the A-Team. What the fuck?
I can build
Oh, coffee stirrers. Yeah, look.
bypass the signals.
What?
Yeah, okay. We need to just remain calm.
You're a decoy, run over there.
Yeah.
Oh, you got killed, never mind.
Oh no, what a shame.
How do you know so much about them?
How do you?
Above? Good times. Wow.
Oh,
Is that Liang Yu?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is
yeah.
Liang Yu. Fuck.
We need to talk, Thought.
What more do you want? My body is broken. I used to be able to run around the world in 5 seconds. Now it takes me at least that long to cross this stupid cell
I think he's gonna have a
because
piss.
you took my speed.
You did this to yourself. Armageddon was your plan.
And it should have worked. I'm gonna have to find a new way to kill you.
I've gotten what I need.
Wait, you're leaving me just like that? No, 411. Your precious deep Blanche. Too bad. What happened to Frost, isn't it?
How do you know about that?
She was in over her head from the beginning.
What do you know?
Wait, Alan, don't go. That's no way to treat an old friend. What do you want?
To see if you were responsible for something you couldn't be.
Responsible for what? What scared you so bad that you had to run all this way?
I found a new speedster.
There is no other speedsters.
I was the first. Is he playing him or is it?
Oh, I don't know, you can never tell with
Yeah.
Thorn.
Whenever he's in any scene, he just ups the ante every time.
We need a plan B.
What, you're already working on page 1? I'm writing a letter to my kids in case I die in here, okay?
Yeah, bitch. Feel guilty. What are you doing?
Stop. You can't give yourself that.
Someone doesn't want to be responsible, open the door.
Open the doors.
No, Lydia, they'll kill you.
Good call.
There's gotta be another way. Don't forget why you came here. You came here to stop them.
Hey, if she wants to go, let her.
Oh, wow.
I'm the only one with the code to that shield, and there's no way in hell I'm giving it to you. We're gonna help you survive this. Okay? You ain't never getting it.
Now I'm mad.
Oh, she's such a good actress, can them tell.
People are just as crazy as Iranians. Okay, we all just need to take a step back. That woman's life depends on our next move.
And what about our lives? We turn her over, then let us go. I like that plan.
It's
What
so
we
fire.
do, they
Yeah,
don't let
you are
us
such
go.
a selfish woman.
I saw the code Chester typed in earlier.
How? She's got that big a nose that she sticks it in everywhere.
Fucking.
Lydia is our source. It is our duty as journalists to protect her.
An ethics lesson from you. Really? Your whole past is unethical. They need to know what you've been hiding.
Taylor, don't. This is my life.
Too late. I had a contact take a look at some of Allegra's sealed juvie records. Our ex-con co-worker was in a gang with her cousin, Ultraviolet. Allegra used to be one of them. One of the Iranians.
Is this for real?
I am so sorry.
You lied to us, and now it's gonna get us killed.
We can't trust you.
Well, they turned very quick.
Yeah, I know. Her personality's on a switch.
Your life is on the line because of that.
I thought she was gonna fucking jar. You go fuck off.
Okay, once I finish this transmitter, we can get out of here. You and Allegra are trying to drag a bunch of killers out of the darkness and expose everything they're doing. And you still can't. They're scared of you, Lydia.
We need to get that emergency signal out now. Taylor just told everyone that I was in the Iranians and now no one trusts. They are this close to opening those doors.
Justo cuando decidí que no es eso lo que...
No, this isn't your fault.
Yes, it is. I am not a leader. I never have been. You know how Esperanza and I ended up in juvie? I had an idea for a job. And when it came time, I told the girls it was clear, but I missed a driver and he had a shotgun and one of my girls got hit with a round. You know what was in that truck? Lawn furniture. Chuck, a girl almost died because of me.
Lawn furniture.
It's DVD players that been plopped to the Fast and the Furious.
All they'll do is get people hurt or worse. Como ahora, Lydia?
I was lost when you found me. You wrote that article about me. And seeing how you saw me helped me reclaim my life. But you inspired me to come here because when you said we could take down the Arañas, I believed you.
You are a leader. And not in spite of your past, but because of it. What do you want to do?
Go outside and fight them.
Yeah, use your fucking powers for God's sake.
They didn't leave behind any tachyons. Could you tell if they were tapping into the negative
How
speed
could
force?
I tell?
Did you ever sense another speedster in 2022? Someone trying to hide their abilities?
Can you really not see how obvious this answer? Are you stupid?
So enlighten me.
No.
I get it. You don't want to help me. Because even after all this, you're still jealous.
I'm not jealous of you. I pity you.
I'm not jealous of them. This new speedster. Their journey is just beginning.
Oh, work with
Yours
him.
is
Come on.
already over.
The rest of the season.
What's it like knowing you've been replaced?
No one can replace me.
I won't be replaced.
He's pushing all his buttons.
Oh yeah.
Because no speedster is ever gonna feel for you what I do. Hate. Hate. Hid in plain sight for years to be next to you. So I could hurt you. I could ruin my life. So I could destroy yours. No speedster will ever replace me. No speedster will ever feel what I felt. And because they don't, this new speedster doesn't care about you at all. There's another reason they don't want to be found. You really don't see it. I guess I am faster than you after all. Think about it, Alan. Frightening new speed. Just like you 8 years ago.
They're hiding because they can't control their abilities. Fire was an accident.
Yep. You're welcome.
He's such a good actor. Such a good actor, man.
He's like, if I get that person's speed,
Yeah.
I can be reverse
He's just plotting in his mind right
Because I
now.
have a plan to get us all out.
His mind works as well. Like, he instantly knew what he was
I
doing.
need you to trust me. And the truth is, I was ashamed of being in the Arañas. I thought there was
Trust you to
too
begin with.
much at stake for me to be honest about who I really am. It was lying about my past and keeping you in the dark that lost your trust. So I'm done hiding.
She's gonna shut up from now on.
Yeah. Better shut up.
I'm the light meta in those photos.
You're the one who's always helping the Flash. The one saving people?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
I'm going to save us. All you have to do is trust me.
If she says she has a plan, then I'm in.
You know, I don't know what the fuck it is.
Throw Lydia at her.
So-
Just run.
His power's up again, so she's super bright.
Yeah.
This is a photokinetic energy shield. Give me your ammo.
Why didn't you do this like 20 minutes ago?
You could have done that 20 minutes ago.
Exactly.
Where are they?
Like a hologram up, so it looks like they're not there.
Easy, ladies. We can all still walk out of here without a sunburn.
Give up the girl and live.
Not happening.
Hurry, she's buying us time. I just need to reset the encoder.
Well, reset faster. If this crazy planet
Shh, we're hiding! There we go. Yeah, that's more like it.
She can't see anything in the dark with her shades on.
Yeah.
They're ultra.
Ultraviolet.
Oh, whoa. Should we reverse that?
Super flirt.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, power up. There you go. There we go. Power
About
up.
time.
I've seen this since the end of last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't hide. They control lights.
Exactly, yeah.
Nice trick. But I can feel how hard it is for you to maintain so much power.
Let me take some of yours.
Because you can't beat me, Garcia.
I'm not trying to.
We're here today with a very brave young woman who's ready to come forward and talk about the gang activity in Keystone City.
Tell us about a group called the Arañas.
No, I don't know who.
What do we do about?
A long time.
Jesus. Stop, man.
I'm worried about your obsession with blowing yourself up.
That's where I want to go.
To all the girls out there struggling to break free of their control.
Look at me.
I'm absolutely fine. Does anyone trying to kill me or anything?
Yeah, they're outside the door right now.
Their names are Millie Rollins and Camille Hoshi.
That interview is going out live to millions of people across the city. Try to go after Lydia again, or anyone on my staff, the whole world will know it was you.
This isn't over.
Bring it on, bitch.
Oh! It's the B word on a CW show.
They're allowed one per episode.
Looks like you two had a rough night. How are the both of you still alive?
We're just lucky.
Just all this huge hole in the
Hoshi and
torso.
Rollins' luck is about to run out. I've got APBs out for both of them. The information you provided helped us freeze their accounts, which means the Arañas are...
Should we always think you're rich?
Do you mind if I ask you a few more questions?
Lydia, I think, was trying to catch a bus. Not anymore.
Like the subway.
I'll take the police car, that's much more fun.
I booked a flight out of here to Mexico.
20 million views and counting. This is our biggest story yet.
Imagine getting that many views and watching something.
Guys,
Hint, hint.
if you need to expose the truth about me, I get it.
You reminded us today of the oldest rule in the book. Always protect your sources.
We're gonna keep your secret for us. As long as you want us to.
Hey, did you put a call into the Keystone PD commissioner?
Let's hit our old contacts at Macaulay.
4 a.m. Yeah, that's what coffee's for.
Plus, we need to get a follow-up out.
Will you be friends now, these two?
No.
You're not firing me for everything?
Being an absolute bitch.
You're trying to save the lives of your coworker. You're a great investigative reporter. Thanks for keeping us safe today, boss.
At least that storyline's done.
Hey, those photos of me and Flash, where did you find them? It's not that hard, really. I know you're not hiding from us. How long can you hide from the rest of the world?
You need a mask.
This makes it so different from the confrontation when she was in the Still Force.
Yeah.
So
Things are changing.
Yeah.
No, it was really nice to just be myself.
You really stepped up, both of you. And if Hoshi or Rollins make any more moves, obviously I've got your back.
Did you find any answers on the speedster?
And not exactly. I did find some perspective. Incoming video message.
From Phil.
I wish I could come back to Star Labs, tell you all this in person. I can't go back there. Barry, when you left my apartment, I wasn't sure how to feel. I just know it hurts. So I'm gonna go away for a little while. I'm gonna stay with Carla. I just need some space to think. I don't know when I'll be ready to come back. Until then, just know that I love you all.
That blows off theory of being a bad guy.
Is she gonna be okay?
Yeah, I think she is.
Instead of my mom and all this technology. Oh.
Oh, what?
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, it's white lightning though.
Shouldn't it back?
That's something you don't see every day.
Black and
Like a black and white.
Yeah.
I just want to talk to you.
New sidekick.
Yeah.
He's much faster.
Listen, I just have some questions.
This is what I want to see more of.
Yeah. What is that?
The lightning.
Black? Why is it black?
Can you catch it?
Jump out of the way?
You got a sunblock. She's just like, oh shit.
I can run at the speed of sound. You?
Can run a lot fast. Look, the point is you can't outrun me. So why don't you just tell me who you are and what's really going on?
Fire was an accident.
But you risk people's lives to steal a bat.
So sorry about that. I'm not a natural speedster.
That's why you've been so hard to trace. Your speed's temporary.
I found a way to generate my own speed. I'm still trying to work out the kinks. I thought maybe the battery could help extend the window and I just borrow the one I'd already made.
Used to work
I
live and
designed the original Newton battery when I was a young engineer.
Newton battery was invented by Mina Dawa.
It's me.
So I know. We've been to know me now is.
Doctor.
You're the CEO of Fast Track Lab.
I've been trying to take a low profile, running trials with my team. Just want to use my gifts to help people.
I'm glad to hear that.
Interesting side story.
When I first got my speed, I had a mentor. So if you're interested.
Did you really do that for me?
Thank you.
I promise you won't regret this.
Okay. Curious. Who the hell was that guy? That's like a complete random thing just being thrown in.
Yeah.
Don't know, but technology going missing, but she replaced it, sure. But then somebody hacked into Cisco's gear and stole a whole bunch of secrets.
Oh,
so,
Chester's.
yeah. Two might be related somehow, which is not.
I didn't get that vibe from her at all. I feel like the reason why they brought her in is that she'll there'll be an artificial Speed Force that they created.
Thorne's going to steal.
No, the Thorn might take it at the end, but I think that's how they might save Iris.
Oh, so rather than him have to sacrifice his speed, because of the Speed Force and is corrupt like Steel Force.
Yeah, but they can use this other
artificial one.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Realism why they brought that in.
That's a good idea.
But then at the end, Thorn will come in and take it, and it'll mean more. It'll be even more meaning to Barry because he'd be friending her.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, now his main villain back as well. So it's like, ah!
I love it every time they bring him on.
Yeah, every
scene
scene he just raises the bar.
That's when he's like smiling in the cave with Bailey. He's like,
as
what are you planning, man?
He knows he's like, I get to steal their speed. That's instantly what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Get my power back. That'd be so good. I would love him for like the scene next season. The finale season. It's got to be Earbud, right?
Earbud spent a year on Lian Yu becoming something else. Yeah. He turns up in all his costumes to really shine it on.
Oh man,
that is quite interesting. Yeah, because they wouldn't bring him back for, like just as a cameo to.
No. They're setting it up for season 9. Setting the scene so he can get his power back, and then he's the main villain. Got to end with Earbud.
Then what would you do? Because his greatest thing was over in an episode where he took Flash's life. They could have done that for like a whole or half a season. They rushed it through in an episode.
Maybe they've got better ideas.
I hope so.
Earbud, man, is going to be good.
I still want to see the bit where obviously their paths are sort of mix mashed. Where I want to see where Barry go to the future and meet the Earbud that worshipped him
before he got his powers or something like that.
Before he turned evil.
Yeah.
Because
we've never.
You have to get the other actor back.
Have we ever seen the bit where actually he's chasing him and then he kills his mum? We've never seen that. That has got
the start of that. No.
We've got to see that at some
that's
point.
The last bit.
Exactly.
It's a full 180.
Yeah.
Or 360.
They finish it off because he's chasing him for a
But
reason.
you need the other actor back to do that.
I suppose.
You need whatever his name was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but even if they did it with Tom, people wouldn't really care. I know.
I mean, it wouldn't make any sense.
It would because it's just like he's a better actor.
I like the other guy.
But he's not as good as fucking Tom.
No,
he's not as good as Tom.
He's not good as Tom. He's good Legends.
I just love it. It's with Barry pushing his buttons to get the information out of him too. They know each other so well now.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're just jealous of this new speedster. It's like, no, he's going to replace you.
I hate you.
No one can replace me because I hate you. It's so good.
It's such a good villain because he spent virtually his whole life, well, a good chunk of his life, helping him just to help himself so he can get his speed back. It was so good.
Yeah.
That season 1 is still like one of the best.
Oh yeah, across any show. Definitely. It's a cleverly written series.
Because I honestly
maybe that's their own downfall because they did that one was so good they've never been able to meet it. Yeah.
Like the Zoom one was still pretty good. Wasn't as good, but still, I feel like it's gotten slightly worse as it's gone on. Had some good. I like season 5 was pretty good with Nora. Wow.
That was the cicada.
Yeah, I mean the cicada bit, but the twist.
Oh yeah, the end.
At the end was really.
Once you got what they were building to.
Yeah, it was. That
all
was
the episodes in between were fucking awful.
Yeah.
That's the only problem with it. And the I don't know this Avatar one to be fair. That one was a alright series.
Yeah,
season 3, right? Didn't think it was 4.
Yeah.
That wasn't. Yeah. They tried to do like, let's not do a speed. Let's do something different. Everyone was like, oh shit, do a speed.
So it's interesting with the B plot in that episode, which I suppose was supposed to be the A plot, but for me it was B plot with the Allegra revealing herself to her colleagues, and now she doesn't have to fire.
I mean, I like that story because it gets over that stupid get a woman hating her and being like, so that kind of gets over that, which is fine because that really was getting on my nerves. But it was a bit, I don't know.
But I don't know because, like I say,
very wordy.
There was that flash in a still force of the two of them arguing about exposing her. So whether she now becomes a completely flips and she becomes a fangirl of her, and it's like, no, I've got to tell the world you're so good.
Yeah.
It's like, well, or they're just changing
if she wants to be more. Do more of hero stuff. I mean, that's the first time she's used her powers since last season.
Especially in that powered up state as well.
Yeah. Then she needs a sort of costume and mask to cover her identity.
Because even last episode they asked her, he was called the Streak and then he became the Flash. What's your name? And she's I don't have one.
Yeah.
So it's obviously alluding to
set it up, isn't it? Yeah. It's good if they do because I quite like the fact that her, maybe her powers aren't on when you take a picture of her. it just blanks it out. So you can't see her face. But people are still going to see her in the street fighting. So
it's like
unless they blinds them as well.
Yeah,
you don't know. It's a bit like the Mirrorverse Iris, wasn't it? Where
you took a picture and
it was the crystal thing.
Yeah. No, so, but it still doesn't make excuse to seal as well. So when she shows up, everyone's like, oh, a DA.
Yeah, the former DA, someone who's quite high profile. We know exactly what you look like.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. So I guess the next few episodes are going to be him training this speedster up, and everything's going to go fine. And then
I don't know what's going on.
Somehow bring Iris back.
Yeah, Caitlin thing. I don't trust that at all.
No, she's like, oh, I'm just I need some time to think, so I'm going to talk to my mum, who owns a high technology lab somewhere else.
You guys are so distrusting. I totally believe everything she said. He's 100% going to do not be bad.
Bullshit! That's what I smell.
Sorry, that was
beef for toast.
Jacket potato, beef for dinner.
Yeah, I don't know where that's going.
I don't know, because I can't remember. I thought it was last season she was pregnant, so they cut her out quite a lot. So this is the one she's not. Maybe she's because she's got a new baby. They're trying to cut her out a little bit.
Yeah, maybe she wants more time at home or something.
Yeah.
Don't know. I just don't trust it. Don't trust it at all.
No, it's gonna. I have no idea.
Like even Joe called Barry out for that. Like as I said last episode was you know, Barry not just taking the mirror gun but wrecking her apartment as well. It's like, it's a bit much, Barry.
Yeah. It's just curious to see if there's only 4 episodes left. They're bringing in this new speedster, but they haven't really tried to find Iris in like 3 episodes now. You thought if it was you were Barry, you'd be spending every waking moment trying to find a way to do it. And he seems to just be like, oh, I should show up at some point, I'm sure. It's all good.
I suppose they could say they're doing that in the background, but they're not showing it because they can't do anything.
Yeah, but you thought just from the build-up of the relationship over 8 seasons, it would be like, that's his first thing he wants to do. Not play D&D with everyone.
Yeah.
Having fun.
Yeah.
Oh shit, my wife's missing. Forgot about that. Fuck.
Shit, my wife.
Maybe he's been trying to play D&D for years. He's not allowed. This is the time.
Oh, she's away. Careful, play some D&D.
When you feel about speedster because of fun, really.
They sure be disappointed.
Just in flash time because it make it as long as you want.
Yeah.
It's just like.
All right. Anyway, he's getting the next episode.
He's still disappointed because he's faster than she is.
Yeah. Wow. Yes.
You can't get your break.
So that was episode 17 of The Flash. I don't think your thoughts. I would say we were playing catch up on this, so we are slightly behind. So please don't spoil what's coming up in the comments. Let us know what you thought of this episode when you first saw it, and what you thought was going to happen. But were you right? Don't spoil it. We'll be playing catch up over the next week or so. Hopefully, getting the last 4 done before it finishes, and finding out how they're going to get Iris back. How is Thorn coming back? Like what's going on? All this crazy stuff. So yeah, you can see the full reaction. Head over to our Patreon. We got full reaction of this episode, the rest of the series, all the other shows we react to. We also have social media on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. The description below. Please sign up there. And we also do a podcast. And when you listen to a podcast, type in Legend Podcast, and you'll find us there. If you're watching this right now, you watch right till the end. See all this jibber jabber. And you haven't subscribed. Need I say more? Click on the subscribe button. The only way we can make this channel grow is with your help. We really do appreciate it. So please click on the subscribe button. And we'll see you for the next episode of The Flash.